Do you know what I mean by yes or no questions? That was a yes or no question. If the answer is yes, great. If the answer is no, no problem. We're going to learn all about it in this section of the video. So as always, please take a look at your textbook. Yes or no questions is page 30 of your textbook. It's probably best to go through it first. It'll help you understand yes or no questions. Yes or no questions. No. Yes or no questions. Much better. Go through the practice activity on page 31. Then come back here. I, as always, will be waiting for you right here. So press pause. All the best. See you in a bit. Oh, hi. How'd you go? Learning to recognize a yes and no question is really important because, for a start, it helps you be more time efficient. It helps with your clarity. It helps you to understand the type of question it is. Then you can answer it better. It helps with your strategy. Knowing that it's a yes or no question rather than a what or how or which question, for example, will help you get more points. That's what we're here for. It'll help you better prepare for your TOEIC test, and it'll help you reduce your anxiety. I think that's really important. Perhaps it'll just help you to be a little less nervous because you'll have another strategy to help you with the TOEIC test. Okay, so you've done the practice activity. Great. I think now you are prepared and you understand the difference between a yes-no question and perhaps a what, how, which, who kind of question. With that in mind, let's go ahead and do a little activity. It's pretty simple. I'm going to say some sentences, and please tell me, is it a yes-no question or a what question? WH, right? What, where, who. And down the bottom, you'll see there's one more kind of question, a choice question. So a choice question can, for example, often start with which. So, for example, which would you prefer, chicken or beef? They can also start with do. So, do you like ice cream or sweets? I like ice cream best. Or they could start with a be verb like is or are. Are you flying first class or economy? Economy, of course. I've never flown first class. Maybe one day. Anyway, so they're choice questions. So keep a listen out for those as well. Okay, should we go ahead? So listen to the question, yell at your screen. These are all travel related as well because this unit's all about traveling. Here we go. Sentence number 1. What is the departure time of the train to the city? What kind of question? Yep, it's a WH question. What is the departure time? Okay, next one. Have you visited New York City before? Yes, no question. Very good. No, I haven't. It's my first time. Next sentence. Which airlines provide direct flights to that country? That's a choice question. Which question? And you have a choice. Maybe it's ANA, Qantas. Maybe it's British Airways. Next question. Did the tour guide explain the historical significance of this site? It's a yes-no question. Yes, she did. She's very good at her job. Next one. How much is the entrance fee for the museum? It's a WH question. Well, it's how. How much? But that's like a WH question. It requires an answer other than yes or no. It's €5, for example. Okay, next one. Would you prefer a window seat or an aisle seat on the plane? Right, so there's a choice, a window seat or an aisle seat. So it's a choice question. So you would say, an aisle seat, please. I always choose a window seat. I like to look out the plane. Okay, next one. Isn't the hotel located near the main tourist attractions? Okay, so that is a yes or no question. So it starts with a negative, okay? It isn't. You would say, no, the hotel isn't. Not, yes, the hotel isn't. Oh, that's difficult, especially for Japanese speakers, right? That's something I encounter a lot as a teacher of English as a foreign language, and even just with friends and family here in Japan. How do you answer? Isn't the hotel located near main tourist attractions? No, it's not. Not. Yes, it isn't. Oh, tough one. Okay, next one. Don't the train schedules change during the holidays? That's a yes or no question. Again, it starts with a negative. Don't. Don't the train schedules change? So you could say, oh, yes, they change. Or, no, they don't change. Okay? Let's do this. Here we go. You enjoyed the guided tour, didn't you? That's a yes-no question. These are called tag questions, which you read about in the textbook. It ended with, didn't you? It sort of starts with a statement, really. You enjoyed the guided tour, didn't you? And if you hear that in your TOEIC test with that intonation, question intonation at the end, didn't you? That's a yes or no question. So, oh, yes, I did. Or no, not really. Okay. All right. Last one. Let's do it. We should get to the airport early, shouldn't we? That's a yes or no question. Again, it's another tag question. Okay. We should, shouldn't we? You are looking for an agreement or perhaps a counter. So, yeah, we really should. Or, no, not too early. Although, really, you should always get to the airport early. You do not want to miss those planes, as I told you earlier. Okay, great. Well done. That's yes or no questions. Listen out for yes and no questions and think about how to answer them. It will help you in your TOEIC test. All right, champ. We've arrived at Sydney Airport. Our flight to New York is in a couple of hours.
Wow, Dad, this place is so big. Are there any shops here?
Yeah, there are plenty of shops and restaurants in the airport. We can grab a snack before our flight.
Cool. Do we need to go through security before we can board the plane?
Yeah, that's right. We'll need to go through security and then find our gate for the flight.
Dad, are we going to have a long flight to New York?
Yeah, it's a long flight, but don't worry, I've packed some games and movies to keep us entertained. Thank you for listening to that conversation between a dad and a son. Here we go. Okay, listening comprehension questions. Question number 1. Where is the conversation taking place? A, at a hotel. B, at a restaurant. C, at Sydney Airport. D, at a theme park. Question number 2. What is the child's reaction to the size of the airport? A, bored. B, excited. C, annoyed. D, tired. Question number 3. What do they plan to do before the flight? A, sleep. B, grab a snack. C, watch a movie. D, go shopping. Question number 4. What do they need to do before boarding the plane? A, find their hotel room. B, go to the restroom. C, go through security. D, buy tickets for a show. Question number 5. How does the dad plan to keep the child entertained during the flight? A, by sleeping. B, by reading books. C, by playing games and watching movies. D, by talking to other passengers. Okay, how'd you go? Here are your answers. As you can see, number 1, C. Number 2, B. Number 3, B. Number 4, C. And number 5 was C. Great. Okay, listening comprehension is always important for any kind of language test preparation. It's important to become a proficient communicator. So keep it up, guys. You know, having a conversation with somebody is really, it's all about listening comprehension, really. It's question, response. So these are real life skills that you're learning. That is it for video number 3. Don't forget to do all of the activities in Unit 2 of the textbook, including the mini test on page 36 and onwards. Those mini tests are really important because they are designed to be just like the real TOEIC test. So I'll see you in the next video, all about shopping. As always, hang in there, stay cool. See you in the next video. Over and out from me. Cheers.